What's up, everybody? What's going on? How is everyone doing here today? Hope you guys had a nice day in the markets. Crazy, wild day today, whipsaw day. Welcome, everyone, to the True Trading Group live stream. If you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to not only the right place, but you've come to the place. Take a minute right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this stream on your own social media, folks. True Trading Group is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal, and that's to learn, trade, and profit together. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here on this YouTube channel where myself, other pro traders, and special guests will drop golden nuggets of education that are going to help you guys become better traders. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group, and along with my team of 6 other pro trader moderators, we cover all different styles of trading: day trading, swing trading, options, advanced option strategies, shorting, long-term investing, and more. There's literally something for everybody in TTG, guys, regardless of your trading style or your level of experience. I began my career working for a firm in New York City right out of college, 2007. Then 2008 happened, which was the Great Recession, the housing market crisis. I went on to thrive during that environment, receiving one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards in 2008. But before that happened, before they even let me touch a single dollar of their money, before I was ever able to make a single trade, I first had to go through their educational training program. That is what set me on the path to become the trader that I am here now today. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. I've since taken what I've learned, I've simplified it, I've paired it with the top premium trading tools on the market today, and I've made it all available to my TTG family members. Guys, tonight's live stream is going to be a fun one. Okay, we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to start off this live stream with a quick Q&A. 15 minutes, tops. Let you guys ask me questions, whatever it is. Then we're going to get into the recap on the day. What happened today? Why did the markets do what they did today? It was a pretty crazy day today, pretty volatile day. Then I've got the Wolf, and I'm bringing on TTG family member Jessica Woodward. They're going to both come on and break down their trades today. We've got some cannabis stocks. We got some U.S. Steel. We've got Roblox. Okay, we've got some action on a couple of those stocks that they're going to come on. They're going to talk to you about some of the trades. Then it's game time, because then the Wolf and I are coming on tag team style, and we're putting SUGE in the hot seat. And we're going to be discussing trading goals and your why. That's what we're going to be discussing here tonight on this live stream. So for those that don't know, SUGE, that's what we like to call him in True Trading Group. His real name is Adam. And he is my partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. And he has famously put myself and the Wolf in the hot seat before on one of these live streams and drilled us with a bunch of tough questions that I think a lot of people were excited to hear about. And now it is the Wolf and I's time for revenge. And we're going to be putting Adam in the hot seat here tonight to ask him a couple of questions, and with the main focus being on discussing trading goals and the why factor. Why do we do it? All right. Along the way, we'll be talking about some trader psychology lessons. I can help you guys with any mental blocks that you might be going through. Plus, we got some golden nuggets of information that you're going to be able to incorporate in your trading as early as tomorrow. So let's not wait another minute. Let's get things started. We're going to start that Q&A session, guys. I want you right now, start typing your questions in chat right now, and then we're going to grab those questions. We'll throw them up on the screen. You got about 15 minutes. Go ahead, start typing your questions, and let's begin that Q&A. All right, guys, type those questions away right in chat. Here we go. First question. I work a job that requires my full attention for 6 to 8 hours a day. What's my best trading strategy? Should I look for swing trades or look for a grade A volatility setup when I have free time? Cody Lee, my advice to you would be to look for swing trades, okay, that where you're going to be adopting a swing trade style and a swing trade strategy, while still being able while still day trading when you can. Okay, I famously tell my members to trade when you can, not when you want. Just spilled water on myself. To trade when you can, not when you want. And if your job kind of has you pulled away from the computer, or as you really, diving into something else where you're going to be distracted from trading, you can't be trying to day trade if that's the case. I had a one-on-one with a TG member not too long ago, a couple weeks, 1 or 2 weeks ago, and he's a fireman. I've used this. Was it longer than that? I don't know. I don't remember how long it was, but I had a one-on-one with a member that were firemen, and they were trying to trade at work, but trying to day trade, and the fire alarm went off, and they ran up, jumped out, headed out, and they forgot to set a stop loss. Needless to say, the stock went down. They ended up, losing a lot of money because they didn't have a stop loss in place. So, I always tell people, everybody has different jobs and different limitations with their jobs. You trade when you can, not when you want, especially when it comes to that day trading side of it, Cody. Day trade when you can, but otherwise I would focus on some swing trading setups and some swing trading opportunities that you'll be able to capitalize on without having to have such a focus on your individual positions throughout the course of the day. How do you stop yourself from falling in love with the stock and trading emotionally? Remember that it's only it's only letters. That's it. The stock is only a bunch of letters. That's it. Nothing special about it. There's nothing special about it. When we're going through our trading day and we're going after certain setups and certain stocks, you have to realize that all a stock or an option, all they are is a vehicle for you to implement your strategy and your style successfully. That's it. That's literally it. Okay. It doesn't matter what the letters are. It doesn't matter what the numbers are. It's just a vehicle that you are using to implement your strategy successfully. Okay. And that can, you just have to keep reminding yourself of that, because you don't want to fall in love with the trade setup, because you end up becoming blinded by the information and the data that's in front of you. You start to ignore certain signals that a stock may be giving you because you're just so in love with the trade idea, and you're missing maybe a lot of signals that could be telling you to abandon ship, but you're just completely falling in love with the trade. It's a dangerous place to be as a trader, because you miss the warning signs. And just remember, it's only letters. Whether it's 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters, or 4 letters, or 5 letters, technically you can have a 5-letter ticker symbol. Just a bunch of letters, guys, and you're just using them. It's just a vehicle for you to implement your strategy successfully. That's it. What are your thoughts on the overall fear, indecisiveness in the market? How long in the future are we going to see this? You're going to see this for a little while. I think you're going to see this back and forth here for a little while. I think that this action that you're seeing in the markets, it's based on what the inflationary fears. It's based on the inflationary fears. It's based on everything that's been going on in the markets. It's all of the stimulus. It's all of the addition to the money supply. It's the 0% interest rates. It's the rising commodity prices. You've got gas rising for other reasons. You've got lumber and a bunch of other commodities. You've got copper is exploding. Okay, you've got gold is starting to move higher. You have so many things are just pointing towards inflationary pressures. And the markets don't like it. The markets don't like it because they feel like you're going to be looking at the Federal Reserve raising rates sooner than they maybe initially are kind of talking about, what they've been talking about for the last year. Every time they've mentioned keeping rates low. I don't think this worry is going to disappear. It's going to always be there. This looming fear of inflation. It's going to always be a headwind risk to the market, and time will tell if the Federal Reserve is right. And what I mean by that is time will tell if inflation is transitory and it's a quick spike and then it settles out, or if the Federal Reserve is wrong and you get a spike in inflation and then it just keeps going. That is where the problem will lie. And if that happens, You will see a significant pullback in the markets. I think you'll see at least a 20-25% pullback, probably 30 to 35. You know, I think that when the Fed raises interest rates, I think that's when the markets pull back. And if we're raising rates because of inflation, markets pull back a hell of a lot more aggressively than if we are raising rates because we're at max employment and inflation is still under control. So, you know, either way, I think when we raise rates, the markets pull in. It's just a matter of what's the reasoning for the raise that determines the severity of the pullback. So I don't think that this is something that this jitteriness or the risk of inflation, I don't think it's going away anytime soon. I'm a truck driver and work 50 plus hours a week, but thanks to Mike and the team and the education I'm getting, I've been absolutely killing it. Yes. Yes, that's incredible. Tony, man, that's absolutely incredible. I absolutely love hearing this, man. I absolutely love hearing this. Tony, congrats. Guys, anybody else, honestly, that's been, you know, that thinks that you're not able to do this or not able to benefit or make money if you guys work a full-time job, Tony right there is living, breathing proof of that. You know, how many of my TGG members that are here with us on this live stream, how many of you guys work a full-time job but are still making money in True Trading Group? I want you to sound off in chat right now. Okay, go ahead and type the letter I in chat if you work a full-time job and you are making money with True Trading Group. I want you guys to sound off in chat right now. Tony, great job, man. Really great job. We actually have like a lot of truck drivers that are members of True Trading Group. There's a couple of members that I know right away that come to my mind that I know that are truck drivers, just from talking to them and having one-on-one. So Tony, you're another one, man. Great job. Really great job. I know Smoke is a truck driver as well. I'm not sure if Smoke, if you're on here or not. Look at all these letter I's, guys. You see all these letter I's that are coming through chat right now. These are all True Trading Group members that work full-time jobs and still making money with TTG. I love it. Charles Antoine says 30 hours of work and 40 hours of school, and I'm still getting it done with TTG. That's incredible. Great time. Great job. Really great job. What makes a stock like IHT jump in the afternoon with no news catalyst? Mark, it could be a variety of reasons, man. You know, it could be short. It could be short covering that causes an initial pop, and then it pops up on radars, and a bunch of longs jump on it, and then that forces more people to cover their positions. It could be, you know, something as silly as, you know, a chat room jumps on it and pushes the stock higher and makes it pop up on scanners. Usually that kind of thing happens with a stock that has a short position on it. And it could be literally just like profit taking on a short cover. And that means that they're buying the stock to cover the short, and that can cause a little pop. And then that can bring other people to the stock. And then that can force an even, you know, a bigger push higher as, you know, buying gets buying, which forces more short covering, and you get a move like you saw later in the day in IHT. I don't know, Wolf. I think Adam's messing with you, man. I think he's scared. I don't know. I work part-time in retirement and make 100 to 500 bucks a day just using education and 15 minutes an hour on charts. I love it. That's incredible. Daryl, that's incredible, man. Listen, 100 to 500 bucks a day, that certainly keeps the job away. That's a real nice retirement, my friend. I work part-time in my retirement, making 100 to 500 bucks a day. That's awesome. That is one hell of a retirement, extra retirement income stream you've got there, Dell. Great job, man. Congrats. Really great job. Roblox was a nice trade. Shows with right education, you don't need to follow a mod, learn and profit even when mods don't play a stock. Exactly, Ishmael. Exactly. Jessica's going to come on here. She's going to talk to you guys about that as well. I know Ishmael hit Roblox also. That's the whole point of True Trading Group. None of the mods traded Roblox today. But Jessica was all over this thing from the very beginning of the day. And a lot of other TGD members jumped on it as well. A lot of TGD members jumped on Roblox as well. The point of True Trading Group is, and the reason why we put such an emphasis on the education is so that you guys can learn this on your own. Or not learn this on your own. You learn through our guidance and our education. But the point is for you to learn this enough to where you can identify setups and take advantage of it on your own. That you're not sitting there just waiting for a mod to call out a trade. That you could, with the education, identify a setup and say, this is a great setup and I'm going to go after it. That's exactly what Jessica did today. Ishmael did the same. He jumped on Roblox as well. A bunch of other teaching members jumped on Roblox. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later today. But that's the point of True Trading Group. That's why we focus on the education, to teach you how to fish for yourself. Congratulations, Ishmael, on that trade. The 5-day trial paid for my 1-year membership. Hell yeah. Nice. It's not a 5-day trial, though. You got a full week. It's a full week trial. Is a full week trial. You guys can go to ttgthree.com if you want to join that trial. ttgthree.com. Charles Antoine got a $3 trial and made $150 on Roblox. Boom! There it is. Jason Walkenbach made $1,000 on Roblox. Great job, guys. Really great job. Dale made $325 on Roblox. I love it, guys. Again, so if you guys want to join that trial, go to ttgthree.com. You get us for a week. You get access to our trading chat room to trade with all of us live. You get 3 sample courses. You get access to our news feed, our scanner, our analyst reports, and our stock profile tool. You guys get access to all that stuff for a full week. It's only $3. That's it. Not reoccurring, no auto renew. It's a one-time flat payment, $3. That's it. You guys can join that trial if you guys are interested. Trade a Roblox today. My first option, and TGD helps you to trade without fear. Where's my TTG lawn sign? Yes. I think maybe one of us should run for president. I don't know. I know we always talk about like the wolf for president maybe, but I feel like, I don't know. I think I would do a good job. What do you think, Wolf? What do you think, man? What do you guys think? That'd be a good president? We should just take over Congress, like the whole TTG team. Nice way to go, Matt. Roblox, $17,000 today. Great job. Really great job. All right, guys, I'll take just a couple more questions. We've got a lot to get into here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun on this live stream. So a couple more questions, maybe like 2 more of them. Should I be worried about more volatility in my account when trading options? Absolutely yes. Options are way more volatile than individual stocks. If a stock goes 5%, you can have an option go 50. Okay. If a stock goes 15%, you can have the option go 200%. Okay. Options are far more volatile than stocks. So if you're going to be trading options, Youssef, I highly recommend, and this goes for anybody that's out there, do not touch a single option contract until you have gone through the option courses that are available within the curriculum on the TeachD website that are included with your membership. Options are fantastic, especially for people with small accounts, because it allows you, it's a way for you to grow your account very quickly. Options are fantastic. You should learn how to trade them. It's a wonderful tool for traders to have. But with that extra upside potential does come extra risk. Of course, that's the message that Adam puts up on the screen. But, you know, you have to realize that the risk reward, okay, it's all relative. Okay, so, you know, you're going to deal with, you want that extra, you want that potential for the triple digit gains, they're there, but you're going to carry extra risk to the downside. So your position sizing has to be different. There's other factors that affect the price of an option that do not affect the price of the stock itself. So there's a lot more things that go into trading options than that go into trading stocks themselves. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing. What criteria do you use to consider a level has held? Time, number of bounces off a level, distance, and price from level. Trader Day J, that's a fantastic question. That's a really fantastic question. And it is not necessarily just one thing. Every situation is going to be different. What I will tell you, one thing that I look for in a big, major way is, in fact, how quickly a stock gets away from a level. So price action at the level is crucial for me. Okay, because if I'm looking at a level to be support, Trader Day J, if I'm looking at a level to be support, when that stock gets down to that level, I want to see it immediately get off of it. Because if the price action is such, that tells you that the buying pressure at that support level is so aggressive that it pushes the price of the stock back up very quickly. That's going to be the best sign for you that there's buying and there's support at that level. And that's going to be the best sign for you to know that this is confirmation this level has held. It's safe for me to buy in front of this level because I just saw there's aggressive buying there. You're also going to want to look for things like an increase in volume when you get that price action off that level. That's another little sign. Okay, that's another sign. You know, yes, you can look for time or number of attempts. Like stock comes down, bounces off a level, comes back, bounces off a level again. You know, that can confirm for you that a level has held. But I'd say the most important one is going to be that price action off that level. You don't want to see a stock come down and like sit on a support level. Not to say that those won't hold and stock will then go higher. It certainly could. But if a stock sits, that tells me the buying pressure there is not that aggressive. That, yeah, people are willing to sit there and buy, but they're not buying so aggressively that the stock is moving back up. All right. So I would say look for price action off of that, off of support levels for confirmation that it's held. Do you recommend putting stop losses on options or more a protection such as a strangle? Now, you know, I would recommend using stop losses. I mean, strangles and straddles are specific option strategies that make sense for specific situations. You don't want to just go into every single option putting on a strangle. That's not going to be a successful trading strategy because you're going to need a large move. You're going to need a large move for that strangle or straddle to pay off. And a lot of times you don't get a massive home run trade where you get this huge move in a stock. Sometimes you're not going to get that. Sometimes you're going to get a little move, but you still want to be able to profit from singles and doubles and not only have to rely on triples and home runs. So I would say I would recommend going with a stop loss. All right, guys, I'll take one more question and then we're going to dive in. We've got a lot to go over here tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Yeah, you can set a physical stop, Brittany, based on the price. You can set a physical stop loss. I use mental stops. Just, you know, my own personal preference. I use mental stops. But yeah, you can just set yourself a hard stop loss. You can set yourself a hard stop loss. Okay. All right, guys. Listen up. Before we do go any further here, I want to know right now, actually, if this is your very first TTG live stream or you're not a member of TTG, I want you guys to go ahead and type and go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. If this is your first live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letter I in chat right now. All right, we got Susan, Yusuf, Fernando, Constant Metalworks. We got Tara Zachary. We got Michael Buchanan, Zena Story, RV Thomas, Peter George, Rogelio Pardo, RV Thomas, one of these days, bro, you're going to become part of the TGG fan. RV Thomas has been a YouTube faithful for like, I feel like a year or two now. Jeremy Watts, J.A., Vincent Fumo, Jill Hernstadt, W. Mock, Gamer, Thomas Colton, the Buddha Vlogs. Beautiful, guys. Yeah, Sky Junkie goes, it's time for Yusuf to join as well. Yeah, Yusuf too. Yusuf's on all of our live streams as well. We got Paul, Stacy, Bunty. Awesome, guys. Beautiful. Listen up, guys. For those of you that are brand new, you're about to get a crash course in what it means to trade for real. TTG is the truth. There's no fluff here. There's no BS. I shoot you straight. We're fully transparent with everything, all of our trades, everything that goes on in True Trading Group. And I'll never blow smoke up your ass. I'm never going to feed you guys nonsense and BS. I shoot it straight all day, every day. Stick around for a while on this live stream. You guys are sure to learn something. I guarantee it. All right? I guarantee it. Guys, listen up real quick before I get into things here. A couple people that are asking about the membership. We do have 20 laptops tonight. That's all Adam's got left. We do have 20 laptops tonight. So yes, anyone that does sign up for a membership tonight will be getting a free laptop, but they are first come, first serve. There are only 20 available. Okay. Then starting tomorrow, I think we're able to get some Kindles. But we got 20 laptops left. And then tomorrow we'll be switching over to Kindles. Okay. So we give it, just a little something we give away to people that join the TGD fam. Really what it comes down to, guys, is with True Trading Group, we're not just a chat room or a trade alert service. We want to make sure that you guys get or have the tools and resources you need to be a trader. TGD is a platform. And that's why we give you guys a free laptop. Sometimes people sign up and they're using some 10-year-old laptop that has viruses, it freezes, and it's a nightmare. You can't trade on something like that. So that's why we give away some of these free things when you guys join up, to make sure you guys have all the things that you need. But we've also, my partner Ab and I, we've also, we came up with the idea for True Trading Group in 2014, launched at the end of 2016, and really went live to the public beginning of 2017. We've been building this thing ever since. Guys, our TGD membership, for those asking, it's normally $2,212 for the entire year. But from now until midnight, you guys can actually get a 40% discount that brings the price down to $1,320 when you use the coupon code TTG121. Okay, you guys can use the coupon code TTG121 to get a 40% discount, brings the price all the way down to just $1,320. For that payment, yes, you're going to receive a free laptop. The next 20 people that use that coupon code will get a free laptop that sign up during the stream. It's going to either be a brand new Asus, HP, Lenovo, Dell, or Chromebook. They're not going to last. These things fly. Okay, we do cover the shipping, and we do ship globally, but you have until midnight tonight, and then that's it. There's 20 laptops left. The next 20 people that sign up will get one, and then tomorrow we'll be giving away some Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets. You also get the entire curriculum with True Trading Group, 15-course curriculum, guys. It's a simplified version of the education I learned while working at the fund. You get beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, even a course on how to trade during a down market, which would be helpful over these last 2 days, obviously, as we've seen a big pullback in the overall markets. But you guys, just all the courses, guys. There's no additional courses that cost more money. You get access to all of them when you join for just $13.20. Then you also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed right inside of our chat room. Gives you a break into the second news alerts. You get Quote Media's real-time level 1, full book level 2, real-time options data, Trading Views Pro Plus charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting programs by active traders today. You get ETNA's Trade Simulator. This lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. You also get access to our chat room, obviously, which is unlike anything you guys have ever experienced before. It's not Telegram, it's not WhatsApp, it's not Discord. The features and functionality of our chat room is amazing. The different things that you guys can do within that chat is really awesome. And we're in there with you the whole day. We share our screen, we're on the microphone, calling out our trades live. We're not gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. We're there, we're trading with you guys in the trenches all day, every day. You have access to us. You can send us DMs. You can talk to us during the day, ask us questions. We don't charge you any more for any of that stuff. We do live workshops and webinars every week. We do one-on-one mentor sessions. We do small private study groups. Guys, we go above and beyond for all of the members inside of our TeachD family. We do a lot of giveaways. We do, we've given away, God, I got to even check. We've given away hundreds of thousands of dollars, guys, in cash and electronics and just giveaways and prizes. Every time we get 300 new members, we raffle off a Tesla or 30 grand cash to one lucky TeachD member. All you got to do is be a member to be included in that giveaway. I believe we're about 70% of the way there to our next Tesla $30,000 giveaway. Anyone that signs up tonight, you'll be getting the free laptop, a 40% discount, and also a chance to win the Tesla or 30 grand. So far, no one's taken the car. Everyone's taken the cash. All right. And again, the next 20 people will be getting a free laptop. All right. They are first come, first serve, guys. All right. Use coupon code TGG121. The price goes up at midnight. Price goes up at midnight. Now you won't be wondering, why the hell do we give away all this stuff for just $1,320? This is either BS or there's got to be more to it. Nope, it's not. We literally give you guys all this stuff in your membership. I told you that we are a platform for traders, and the reason why we do it, I'm going to show you. And I'm going to ask you guys a question that's going to help answer this question for those that are curious. How many people that are on the live stream right now, I want you to type the number one, type the letter I if you've been part of another group where you were promised the world only to feel like you were just another $1,000 upsell away from reaching your goals. Where you've been a part of another group, but if you just bought this program or this package, then you'd be successful. If that's happened to you, I want you to type the letter I in chat right now. Look at all these letter I's. It's crazy. It's crazy how many people that this has happened to. It's really crazy how many people that this has happened to. You guys can see all the letter I's that are coming through chat right now. This is why we do what we do. This is why we offer all the things that we offer. This is why. Okay, this is why everything I just mentioned to you is included with your platform for only $13.20. That's it. It shouldn't be this way. There should not be this many people that were just continuously upsold and never got any value from a service. You know, it was always like, oh, well, you're not successful. Well, that's because you didn't buy these courses. Oh, you're not successful. That's because you're not part of my VIP inner circle. Oh, you didn't, like, come on. You know, it shouldn't be that way. That's why we do it. We want to disrupt this entire industry. All right. Now, I told you, the cost of our membership's going up at midnight. All right. It's going to continue to go up every single day by a couple of bucks as we're moving our price up to $2,500 for the year. In life, you got to know your value. We know ours. It's a hell of a lot more than $1,300. And honestly, at $2,500 was still less than the average. The average yearly service in this industry is about $3,500. So even at $2,500, we're still cheaper than everybody else. And we give you 10 times the value. 10 times the value of what you guys are getting. So again, use the coupon code TTG121, okay, before the price does go up. And we're going to be over $2,000 before you guys know it. So anyone that's on the live, you guys have an opportunity right now to only pay $13.20, but you've got to use coupon code TTG121. Otherwise, you're going to be paying $2,000 when you get to the website. All right. Lock in that discount, get that free laptop, give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand during our next giveaway. All right. So guys, with that being said, I want to go ahead now and I want to start off. I want to kick things off with our stock market recap. I want to kick things off with our stock market recap. I've got a presentation that we have made for you guys that kind of recaps the action here on the day. You guys can click on the link in the description below this video. You guys can download this as a PDF. Keep it for your own records if you wish. All right, so let's go ahead, guys. I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, here we go. Like I said, guys, you can download this. The link's in the description below. All right, so what happened today? Another really choppy day in the markets, man. This morning, the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ all traded low. We had huge gap downs today. Huge gap downs today, okay? Inflationary fears remained the key catalyst flowing over from yesterday. If you guys watched my live stream yesterday, I said that yesterday did not feel like it was done. Now, I was not expecting that big of a gap down. I thought we were going to trade lower. I didn't think we were going to gap down that far. So I was a little surprised when we came into the day and the NASDAQ was down over 2%. The S&P, was the SPY was down to 412 in the morning pre-market. I'm like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that big of a gap down after yesterday's afternoon sell-off, but we got it. But today was a really wacky day. It was a really wacky day because when the bell rang and the market opened, tech was by far the weakest sector in the entire market. And by the time the markets closed, tech was the strongest. Very, very weird action today. Okay. The broader sector and the tech-heavy NASDAQ ended up actually recovering strongly and then into the closing bell. Is this a buy the effing dip opportunity or is it a head fake? Okay. I am not convinced that this is over. I'm not convinced yet that we're just going to rally ourselves back to all-time highs. There's some key levels of resistance that we were unable to get back above today, especially in the Qs, which is the NASDAQ. There's some resistance levels we were unable to get back above today. It's very, very possible that you could see tomorrow an engulfing red candle that could take away the recovery from the gap down you saw today. And if we get a red engulfing candle tomorrow, that's a clear indication to me that we are going lower. A clear indication to me that we are going lower. Okay. Now, I was very inactive today. I didn't trade the whole morning because the markets were very, very, I was focused on the overall markets today. There was better opportunities in some individual names like Palantir, Roblox, yet Amazon, which ended up going green. I was focused on the SPY. I was focused on the Qs, and there was a very, very clear divergence in the markets today. And what started off the weakest being tech ended up becoming the strongest. And then all of a sudden it was the Dow that was the weakest, but that started off being the strongest to start the day. Very, very odd action in the overall markets today. And I really couldn't put my finger on the pulse. And I wasn't confident enough to go after direction in the morning. I wasn't confident enough because of, this back and forth. The SPY has major, major support around 410, 410.50. Major support. And I'm sitting there to myself and I'm saying, okay, it looks like the SPY wants to go lower, but the SPY's not breaking below a major level like that if tech isn't weak. And tech started weak. So my original game plan was the SPY through that level. But then as the SPY starts to set that trade up, tech was bouncing. And I'm saying, wait a second. Tech is the biggest component. It's the biggest sector of the S&P is tech. Tech's not going to break a major level like that the SPY's not going to break a major level like that without tech. Tech was bouncing. You had Amazon going green. You had a lot of other tech names that were actually pushing to go green. And I'm like, there's no way SPY breaks 410 without tech being weak. So I couldn't go after the trade. And thank God I didn't, because then the SPY bounced from there as tech pushed higher. And then as tech continued to push higher and the NASDAQ actually went green on the day, recovered a 2.2% gap down to go green, the SPY traded sideways. SPY traded sideways. That's why I think today was a very, very odd day. I think today was some dip buys by some institutions. Some institutions came in and said, you know what? I think tech started to go down enough. Let's start to nibble. That's what I think happened today. Does that Last? I don't know. Everything else was weak. If the reason for the market pullback is inflationary fears, that's really bad for tech. Tech will underperform that environment. They have been underperforming that environment. The Dow made new all-time highs just the other day. The SPY made new all-time highs. Tech has been lagging. That's why I think maybe today was just, okay, let's start to nibble on some of these tech names. That's what forced tech to go from the huge gap down to green, but we couldn't get over major resistance on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is still beneath a key resistance level. That's why I'm saying tomorrow, now that we don't have this big gap down, are people still willing to step in and start to nibble on tech? And if they're not, and if the inflationary fear is still there, which I don't know why it wouldn't be, and the market and tech starts to drift lower, you could get a red engulfing candle in the overall markets that takes back what you saw today. And I think that's a clear sign the markets go lower. Tomorrow is going to be a huge tell for me on what this market's going to do for the next week. Tomorrow is going to really tell the sign for me. So I was very inactive today. Tomorrow could be a very active day for me if I start to see what I think may happen if it starts to set up for me tomorrow. All right. So moving on. Stories of the day. The JOLTS report. I told you guys this number was going to be huge. Okay. Job openings reached a high of 8.1 million when the estimate was for 7.5. I told you that number was going to be super high. No one's going back to work. People are making more money staying home on unemployment. Did you guys know that the effective rate, when you factor in the unemployment benefits, okay, it only makes sense for someone to go back to work if they make more than $22 an hour. The unemployment benefits right now would be the equivalent of you making $22 an hour. There's a lot of people that make less than $22 an hour, considering minimum wage is nowhere near $22. That's why that's why there's 8.1 million jobs that are open. No one's going to work because they don't make $22 an hour. So they're like, why the hell would I go to work and make 18? I'm going to stay home and make 22. Okay, so we expected that number to be high. Okay, we expected that number to be high. Then you had some words and comments from the Fed. Cleveland president said April jobs report was disappointing, obviously, but outlook is still bright. Reopening varies across the sector. Schools are not open. Health concerns are still affecting labor supply. So you have a combination of things that are affecting the labor market. You've got, like I said, the unemployment benefits. People are essentially making $22 an hour. Schools are not completely fully open. That is a child care issue for some parents. Okay, health concerns still maybe holding a couple of people back, but that's a very small percentage of the population that now at this point that I think are still afraid to go back to work for health reasons. Because if you're really afraid, you've got the vaccine, you shouldn't be that afraid now to go back to work. But you still have a small percentage of the population that still maybe health may be the reason for them to not go back to work. But this should all change as time goes on, right? Because eventually the unemployment benefits, they're set to expire in September. Okay, so eventually you're going to have to, unless they extend it, which I don't understand why they would, but after seeing what's happening, I don't know how you could extend unemployment benefits past September after seeing what's going on in the job market and the labor market right now. So eventually these people that are staying home, eventually they're going to have to realize, you know what, this is cool, but this ends in September. I've got to go back and get a job. So eventually that should ease. Eventually schools will reopen 100%. So childcare issues won't be so much of a concern. And eventually more and more people will be vaccinated. So the health concerns won't be as big of a concern. So eventually that's going to ease. Okay. Inflation readings will be elevated for the next couple of months because of math. But inflation will end the year above 2%. But next year, as supply constraints ease, it will come back down. Okay, so again, the Fed continuously, constantly reiterates that inflation is not a concern. I said this yesterday on my live stream, that every single time the markets get rattled because of inflation, the Fed comes out and says, no, we're not worried about inflation. Almost seems like the Fed is trying too hard to calm markets' fears of inflation. Then you had Fed governors say, to the extent that supply chain congestion and other reopening frictions are transitory, they are unlikely to generate persistently higher inflation on their own. Again, reiterating, we're not concerned about inflation. Remaining patient through the transitory surge associated with reopening will help ensure that the underlying economic momentum is not derailed, is not curtailed by premature tightening of financial conditions. Okay, then you have the Atlanta Fed. Economy is firmly on a recovery path, but still has a long way to go. Again, everyone is just reiterating inflation is not a concern. Okay, earnings taking a backseat to some economic data. Okay, earnings are relatively short-lived catalysts, except in the case of Roblox today. Roblox just crushed their earnings, and that was a big one. Bigger story has been inflation. What economic data we still have left? Core CPI, consumer price index tomorrow. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be inflationary data. Thursday, initial jobless claims, and then producer price index, another one that gives you a sign and a look into inflation. And then you got some more information coming out on Friday. But I think the bigger ones are Wednesday and Thursday. Remaining earnings for the week, Wednesday is okay. You know, you've got things like Wendy's, Bumble, Playboy, Jack in the Box. Thursday is more relevant. You got Alibaba, you got Billy, you got Coinbase, which is a big one. You got Gevo and Blink, which are two stocks that a lot of retail traders follow. You got DoorDash, you got NNDM, you got Mara, Laser. Again, a lot of companies that a lot of individual retail traders follow. So you're going to see what those companies do regarding earnings. Another volatile day for small caps and crypto. Small caps were quieter today. Again, a lot less follow through than what we saw last week. Cryptocurrencies had a little bit of a bounce back. Okay, Bitcoin back above 56K, Ethereum back above 4,000, Litecoin moving, Doge is just kind of in a consolidation phase now. Palantir is now accepting Bitcoin as payment. That's interesting. Peter Thiel-backed blockchain platform invested $10 billion into a new crypto exchange. Only $100 million of it was paid in cash. The majority was in Bitcoin and EOS tokens. Okay, so we expect more volatility in digital currencies moving forward as more adoption takes place. Guys, here's our disclaimer. You guys can download this. Click the link in the description below. Click the link in the description below, and you guys can download this. It's for your own use. Okay? Cool. Cool. Okay, guys. So now moving on. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to go ahead right now and I want to bring on what we got here. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to bring on one of our TTG family members. All right, one of our TTG members, okay, who had a awesome trade today on Roblox, and Roblox is actually trading higher right now as we speak. Roblox CEO is actually on Jim Cramer's show. Okay, a 21% gain for Jessica today on Roblox. And I want to, guys, without further ado, I want to bring on, everyone give a big warm TTG AO welcome to Jessica Woodward, my TTG fam. What's up, Jessica?
Ayo, how's it going?
Ayo.
I am so pumped to talk about this today.
I know you are. I saw you in chat today. You were so active. You were so vocal. You were calling this thing out from the get-go. You were all over this thing today.
I was a little nervous when I saw the markets this morning.
Right.
And I was like, hopefully this pans out, because when I heard you say, I am thinking about buying puts on the SPY, I was like, oh no, this is not going to be good. I was ready to stop out of the trade if it did not go accordingly, and it just exploded.
It exploded. They absolutely crushed earnings.
They did.
Yeah, they crushed earnings. You know, guys, this Roblox they're a good company. You know, they are a good company. Anyone that has young children, I mean, my nieces are all over this thing. That's the first time I actually heard of Roblox, was actually because of my nieces. My daughter is putting their kids through college with Roblox. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. This Roblox, little kids are all over this thing, and they grew their user base. Was a blowout. So, Jessica, and this is the perfect example. Like I said, I didn't trade Roblox today. The Wolf, none of the moderators traded Roblox today, but Jessica saw a setup. She used the education that she's received to have the confidence to pull the trigger on this trade, and it paid off big time. And she was so vocal about it in chat that a lot of members followed along with this trade. This is the point of being in a trading group. Okay. The point of being in a group is not to stroke the ego of the moderators in chat and tell them how amazing they are. The point of trading inside of a group is to make everyone better. Okay. That's the point. Okay. And on a day like today, I didn't even make a trade in the morning, but you have a member like Jessica that has gone through the education, identifies opportunity, calls it out in chat, and have other members jump on and fire away. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So Jessica, talk to me about this Roblox. What was the setup? What did you see? And kind of walk me through the setup and your trade today.
Okay. Can you pull up the chart?
Yes. Let me pull up the chart here. I'll pull up the chart for you.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Okay. You want intraday? You want daily? What do you want?
Okay. So first go to the daily chart.
All right. Let's do it.
So I've been stalking Roblox since the IPO. So I'm like pumped about this because I know the ins and outs of how it trades every day. And I love watching Roblox every day. So I'm not in love with the stock, but I have learned how to do my analysis based on a few stocks that I've chosen. So Roblox was one of them. And I noticed that if you see there between like the 63.50 area and the 64.50 area, it's bounced there several times.
Yep.
So yesterday it bounced in that area. And I was like, they have earnings coming out, which is always a coin flip. I don't recommend that you do this unless you have some inkling that the earnings are going to be good. So I know that I've given a lot of my money to Robux, and I'm thinking to myself, I have 3 kids who love this game. I can only imagine, what these earnings are going to be like. So I went in yesterday with half of my size because, like I said, it's a coin flip. It could go either way. And if I did have to stop out of the trade, I would only have half size. So I went in with half size yesterday at 63.59. And earnings came out. They were good. I remember I was messaging Jay and I was like, I'm like freaking out waiting for these earnings to come out because I had never played a stock like this. And I was like, Jay, this is I was freaking out. So anyway, earnings were good. And coming into this morning pre-market, I got up early and I was watching it and it bounced in that area again as the markets were selling off. So I was like, okay, it looked pretty strong during pre-market hours and I felt good about the trade coming into the bell. And then when right before the bell rung, it had dipped down with the Qs to I don't remember. I think it went to 63.20 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is really strong. So I added my second portion of what my normal size would be. So at this point, I'm at full size. I added my second portion at 63.40. So by this point, I'm in full size. And this helps explain why I was freaking out when the bell rung and you were like, I'm going to get puts, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have full size right now. And it was a monster right off the bell, exploded. I didn't even take off my first piece where I was going to because in 6 minutes, it just was gone. It was off.
Yeah, it just took off.
Yeah. And a lot of people in chat asked me yesterday why I decided to, you know, take the chance with the earnings. And another reason why I felt confident is because if you look at the volume on the daily chart, you'll see that every time it's went to a new high, it was on big volume. And the last I think it was the all-time high of the stock.
Yep.
Yeah, right there. So,
That's fine.
the last time that happened, it had good volume, and if you see from there forward, the volume steadily is decreasing. So I was watching price action yesterday in level 2, and there was a lot of buying coming into the stock right before earnings, and I'm like, this is an indication that the volume, I'm losing my mind right now, but
That's okay.
the
You were
volume.
seeing the increase in buying volume coming in, like right before the earnings were coming out. People were coming in and buying chunks ahead of the earnings.
Yes. Yes. So, but going into that, the reason I went half size is because if you look at the daily chart also, it was starting to form a head and shoulders pattern.
Right.
And I knew at that neckline at the 63.50 area to 64 that if that broke on increasing volume, that would activate that setup and then I would get puts. So I was gambling both sides because the volume was making me feel confident, and just knowing that this is a hype stock like Peloton and Tesla, that when it gets going, it makes really big moves. So, when the stock started moving today, I was like, I went and got my daughter breakfast after the bell, and then I heard you talking about puts. I ran back to the computer and I was like, oh my gosh, the market. Oh my gosh, what's happening? And Roblox was strong. And I'm like, this is a really good sign. So I took my first piece of profit off at 71.70 because that's an area of resistance.
Wow.
So that was my
Awesome.
first piece. And then my second piece was at 73.50. And by this point, seeing how strong RBLX was compared to the market, I'm like, all right, I've got to split up my last two pieces into like a bunch of pieces. Like I knew at this point that I had to hold a piece overnight because of how well the stock was performing. Like if you look at RBLX today on the daily chart, that candle is monstrous.
Unreal. Unreal.
It's monstrous. And so I broke up. I usually take 4 tiers. Like if it's a home run trade, I'll take 4 tiers. If I'm not sure about the trade, I'll take 3 tiers. But on this one, I decided to do 5. So I broke up my last one into 2 separate pieces. So my next take profit was at 75.50. And by this point, I'm like, I'm kind of running out of shares. So
it's such a good problem to have, isn't it?
Yeah, I was even like skipping, like my chart looks ridiculous, Roblox, like the professor. I have like so many lines on my chart. People would be like, what is going on here? There's like line after line after line of all the places that it's bounced multiple times.
Yeah.
So I'm like skipping resistance points and I'm like, this is nuts. Like this is nuts. I was not expecting it to make that much of a move today. So I took my fourth piece today off at 76.80.
Wow.
For a 21.2% gain.
That is so
and
awesome.
I'm still holding a little teeny tiny piece just in
Yes.
case.
Yes. And we're over 78 after hours.
Oh my gosh. That's my next resistance point. So if it just blows through it, I'll just hold it and
there you go.
We'll sell it when it's
we got to after hours. We got to a high of 79.09. 79.09 was the after hours high. Absolutely. Boom. Absolutely incredible trade, Jessica. And Jessica, I have one question for you. Okay.
Yes.
Because I think there's a lot of people out there watching the live stream right now that are like, wow, this woman knows her stuff. How long have you been trading?
I've been trading with an education for 5 months. I traded prior to that without an education and lost a ton of money for 5 months.
There you go. There it is, guys. So I wanted, the reason why I wanted to point that out is because I am so insanely proud of Jessica and how well she's doing and how much she's progressed, but also how much work and time and energy she puts into this, and the results show. Okay. 5 months ago, there's no way Jessica is making this trade. And now just 5 months later, she's on here talking to almost 1,000 people live about breaking down the entire setup, what she saw. She's talking about earnings. She's talking about risk management, getting half size. She's talking about the major support level at 63.50. She's talking about recognizing the divergence between strength in Roblox while you have weakness and everything else, a fundamental catalyst like earnings. And she's sitting here talking about the stocks reaching my resistance levels. I'm taking profit, tearing out of the position. You would think she's been trading for 5 years, not 5 months. And the point is that, guys, with just a little bit of an education and some hard work, you guys can be pulling off some trades like this as well. Jessica, I'm so proud of you. This is such an amazing trade. Like from start to finish, from yesterday's half entry to today's final take profits. I mean, just you executed this trade perfectly. Perfectly.
Thank you very much. I learned it all from TTG and you guys, so I can't thank you guys enough because my trading has improved 1,000% since I've joined TTG, and I'm thankful that I'm able to share the time and effort that I've put into learning with other members who are just starting or who are struggling. And I think that was one of the most rewarding things today about the trade was a lot of members in chat capitalized on it. Because I was in chat last night talking about my idea, and a few members were able to catch that entire move with me today. So
awesome.
That was the most exciting thing, to hear them and their excitement. And that's what this is about. We don't leave any traders behind, even the members. Like we're all helping each other out. So
Exactly. Awesome. Jessica, I'm so damn proud of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on and break this down for everybody. I think it was a huge help. Congratulations on just a stellar trade. I'm so proud of you. This is just the beginning for you. The sky is literally the limit. The sky is the limit.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. Just enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.
See you guys in chat. Bye.
Bye. Oh, that is so awesome, guys. That is so awesome. Unbelievable. That is such an amazing, that is a professional level trade, ladies and gentlemen. That is a professional level trade. And it only took a few months of an education to pull it off. This is what TTG does. This is what TTG is about, to teach you how to do this. Okay, so yeah, you know, here we have the laptop. We give away a laptop when you guys sign up, but this is what TTG is about. It's not about a free laptop. It's not about a free Tesla or some $30,000 giveaway. Yeah, that stuff is cool and fun, but you know what's a lot more cooler and what's a lot more fun? Nailing a trade like Roblox, just like that, on your own, with your own education, your own conviction, and your own analysis. You got to ask yourself, how much is this worth to you? How much is this worth to you? A laptop? Cool. This type of knowledge to hit trades like that on your own? Priceless. Take this with you for the rest of your life. You can buy yourself 5,000 laptops if you want. Go ahead. And you give away your own free laptops. Okay? This is what True Trading Group is all about. All right? So with that being said, I think it's time. I think it's time the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh wait, I'm being told no. Hold on a second here, guys. Okay. All right, so Jason's going to talk about his all right, so Jason's got a couple of trades. Jason's got some trades that he's going to be talking about here, guys. And then we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. So Jason's got a couple of trades. He's going to run you through, guys, real quick, and then we're going to bring on Adam. We're going to throw him into the hot seat.
Hello, everybody. Jason, be quick. All right, I will be quick. All right, I will be quick as you are on a Friday night, my friend. Okay, so here is what we're going to go over. Can you pull up U.S. Steel real quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Hold it.
Daily chart or intraday? What do you want?
You could, let's do, yeah, daily chart's fine. All right, so what we're looking at here is U.S. Steel just ripping faces off.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry. Guys, one of the things that, you know what, Mike? You got to give me a second because little Darth Vader just burst into my office and he's putting on a Vader helmet.
Okay, go ahead. Grab the little guy.
Give me 2 seconds.
Go ahead. I'll talk you through the setup while you're getting your son. All right, so guys, so U.S. Steel, ticker symbol X. This is a stock that we've been trading in True Trading Group now for a long time. The Wolf has been trading, U.S. Steel basically on a weekly basis, it seems like, for the last, I don't know, year or so. It was actually one of the first trades that he made when he first became part of TTG, when it was down around, like, I don't know, $6 or something like that. The stock's gone on an absolute tear. We're up to $29. If you guys followed our live stream from a couple days ago, we actually talked about when U.S. Steel was around 25, and was actually around 22 and 23. It was actually right after their earnings. And Jason and I on a live stream, we said that we think the stock has a runway to 30. And well, yesterday we hit a high of 29.97. And the Wolf has been reloading call options and taking profits off on these moves the entire time. So he's back now. So I'll let him kind of take
it. And that time when I discussed it, one of the things I said was, I'm basically playing this trade to the ex-dividend date, right? So I figured that people would want to be positioned to get that 1% dividend on the stock. So one of the things that I said to TTG members and people on the live stream, when I was saying, hey, you should probably come in this week because there's something that, there's another part to this trade is, I fully expected this to start pulling back Monday or Tuesday, okay? Guys, rode this entire thing up like a donkey from 21.50. Call options, $23 calls, $24 October calls, and $25 January calls. Sold the 24s on a move to 26.50. Then we pulled back to 25 and then loaded the 25s with the proceeds from the 24. Took those, sold at 7, sold at 8, watched the thing go almost to 30, and then was very patient. Today, we got the opportunity, bottom ticked it, took it to 8, pulled back, reloaded, took it up another 30 cents, pulled back, reloaded, bottom ticked it again, and then top ticked it again at 8. So just an absolute monster trade for everybody in the chat. And, all based off of an idea, right? The idea that, infrastructure was really going to be in play. And then today, while we were trading it, it was upgraded to overweight. So This is one of those things where, you know, the people in TTG have become very familiar with U.S. Steel. Probably nobody had ever looked at it before, and now, you know, it's one of the most heavily traded things in you know, from our members.
Yeah, guys, this has been, you know, a ticker symbol that, you know, is just been something that is right up the alley of traders that listen, guys. If you don't like trading like real crazy volatile small caps, I mean, this is something that gives you good range without that insane blow your hair back volatility, but still gives you good strong moves. Like, you're talking about a $2 move within the day. I mean, all of these candles, if you look at all these candles lately, these are $2.50 moves intraday. You know, I mean, that's excellent range. You're talking about a $25 stock that's giving you, you know, 7 to 10% moves in the course of a day. You know, stock was up 5.5% today. You know, this thing's moving around. It's giving you, and the options are moving, and Wolf has been, you know, just kind of surgically trading this thing and ripping this thing to shreds. And a lot of the TG members have been following along with it. So congratulations.
Yeah. You know, to kind of put it in perspective, every single day last week, whatever option we were in moved about 30%.
Yeah. So there you have it,
folks. Yeah. And I mean, we don't really have to go into any of the other ones. Caught a couple of dips on Curaleaf.
Yeah, you loaded up. You bought some of the pullbacks in cannabis. Do you want to just maybe?
Yeah. So I bought Green Thumb today, GTBIF at 29.30. Just for a quick swing. You know, that thing's like Old Faithful. It's like my new ATM machine. Figured it was good for $1. Immediately bought it. I bought it at 29.30. Immediately set the sell for 30.30. Ended up hitting it like right on the nose. Mm-hmm. And then Curaleaf pulled back to 14. That's CURLF. And so bought it there. And the chairman, Boris Jordan, who we've had on here, was supposed to be on CNBC. But because of all the craziness in the market, I guess that it got canceled. But usually when he goes on CNBC or any of the other top, you know, MSO CEOs go on, the stock gets a pop of like 50 cents to $1. So my idea there was pretty simple. Just buy it and then sell it while he speaks. And he never spoke, but I didn't change my sale. So I ended up getting rid of it at 14.70, still very, very long the stock. And then, you know, gave a couple of ideas like Harvest, HRVSF, and TrueLeave today. TrueLeave just acquired Harvest, and there was a bit of an arbitrage in there. And, you know, that at the time, Harvest was under $4. And, you know, I actually couldn't do the math because I was an English major. So I brought Glennie on to help with the math, which is funny. And he's like, yeah, you know, the value should be like $4.35. And we were under. And so, you know, I just said to the members, I go, look, I'm not trading this right now. I go, but either this or TrueLeave. And TrueLeave was actually 37.30 when I had suggested it. And it ended up going to $40. You know, so that was like the trade that I wish I had. But other than that, you know, just really consistent day, trading ideas, not so much the charts. Because you know, if you guys know, I'm not the person looking at supports and, you know, and resistance and VWAPs and stuff like that. I'm you know, my whole thing is I want to be able to buy something and then go away for a couple of hours if I need to, and come back and not be too surprised by where it is.
Yeah, Jason doesn't like the real high volatility, guys. So these are.
And yeah, so I was 4 for 5 today. Or no, I was 4 for 4. My fifth one is up. It's another option trade, but I haven't taken any profit on it.
So there you have it there, folks. And Curaleaf and Green Thumb are, I believe, both of ours. I know Curaleaf and Green Thumb are my two largest cannabis holdings in my long-term portfolio. Wolf, same for you?
Not Green Thumb, but yeah, Curaleaf is my biggest position at 38,000 shares.
Yeah. So you have it, folks. All right, there you have it. All right, Curaleaf, Green Thumb. All right, guys. I think it's time. I think it's time. What do you think, Jason?
I'm ready. I mean, I wore my.
You got dressed up for the occasion too. I can see that.
It is Armani.
Yeah, you got dressed up.
And
today.
this is my tuxedo. Hope you guys like it.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys. It's about that time. It's time to have some fun. Without any further ado, the moment you've all been waiting for, it is time for us to bring Adam. There he is, TTG SUGE, bringing him into the hot seat. For those that are unaware or don't know who Adam is, so Adam is co-founder and partner of True Trading Group, and he has put the Wolf and myself in the hot seat previously. So it is about time that Wolf and I return that back to him. All right. So Adam, what's up, man? How you feeling?
I feel just fine.
Good.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yes.
We're not going to ask you really hard questions about how you dispose of bodies and trunks or anything like that. It's going to be all around, business and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna ask all some simple stuff. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
If you guys are interested in trading, this would be the time where you'd want to sign off.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. So full disclosure, Adam is Adam is, and I'll kind of start things off here. Adam is not a professional trader. He has done very well trading cryptocurrencies. I'm going to ask him some questions about that here today. But Adam is probably one of the best entrepreneurs that I've ever met. And there's a lot of people that are on this live stream that have either own their own businesses and have dealt with a lot going through COVID, or are in the process of trying to build a business. And someone like Adam, with his experience and his story and some of the things that he's gone through and has overcome in his life to get to a place where he is here now today, is something that I think a lot of you would be interested in hearing. So that's about as nice as I'll be. But I wanted to give people a little bit of an intro, kind of who they're about to hear from and why they should listen. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just going to add one thing to that. We all trade for a purpose. Some people become are entrepreneurs and then become traders. Some people trade and then become entrepreneurs. So it's more about once you get to that point, so what do you do with it? Where do you go from there? How do you define success? And that's what we're going to center this around. So it's actually really easy. I'm not going to ask, I'm not going to say Adam's arrogant, like he asked me, or Mike eats too much pizza, or whatever. It's going to be really simple questions.
I'll let you go ahead, Wolf. I'll let you start it off.
Oh, okay. So perfect segue to my question. Adam, what is success to you? And once you have it, what are some of the sacrifices that you might have to make?
It's a good question, Jason. Did you write that?
I did write that. I actually wrote it down.
That's really good. I'm actually super impressed. All right, so
I'm an impressive guy. I'll say
your question is what is success to me, and what are the sacrifices that you would have to make to get it?
Yeah. What are some of the things that you've had to sacrifice for? You could talk about the climb. Go, just however you want to answer it. There's no wrong answers.
Yeah. So it's a really good question. So first off, I want to say that success is probably, success is different for, for everyone, right? Like, saying, okay, I want to, success equals, lots of money is probably too simple of an answer, right? There's plenty of people that I know that have a lot of money, and I would not consider them to be like successful and whole people. I think that it's got to be a little bit more than that, and that kind of ties into the theme of what it is that we're talking about this evening, which is like, your why. Like, why do you want to trade? And like, obviously you want to make money, but like, why do you want to make that money, right? Okay, well, obviously it's to pay some sort of bill or to do something, but what is that? And I think that that's the thing that people start to get lost in, right? So success for me, I used to, obviously I used to think like everyone, like success for me was trying to make as much money as I could and being able to not look at, not look at the menu prices at a restaurant, or not have to worry about what you're putting in the basket at the clothing store to like check out, all that stuff. That's what I thought success was, right? And like there's some element to that is, but as I've gotten older and as I've figured out some things that nobody could, ever, tell me when I was younger, success is a lot more about getting up every day and doing something that you love, and I know that sounds like so stupid and cliche and everything else, but for those of you that don't know, guys, I'm 37 years old. I started a nothing business out of my dad's living room when I was 22 years old. Just right after I turned 21, and built that business up into something pretty big, became a multimillionaire. And then, at the same time, Mike and I partnered up, and then Jason partnered with Mike and I, and we've, owned marijuanastocks.com, and we've built this big business. And in 2014, we went ahead and we had the idea for True Trading Group, and we knew, I think specifically Jason took a little bit more convincing than Mike, right? Mike and I knew early on, like that True Trading Group was kind of the end game for us, that it was going to be the thing that we worked towards. And we spent a lot of time and a lot of money putting into it. And then eventually Jason came around and saw the same thing that we were seeing and became part of it. And, success is about, for me, it's become building something out of an idea, literally putting something down on a piece of paper and turning that into something, without having to go out and raise millions of dollars, or without having to, being able to literally go from like, A to Z, building something literally from an idea. And it's probably a long story for another time, but that's actually how Mike and I met.
Yeah.
So, and I can probably, share a quick story about that, but, Mike, Mike long, many years ago, after he got done working at the hedge fund, when they, what happened, Mike? They went in another direction. You didn't really want to tag along or whatever.
Yeah. With the other group afterwards?
With T3 Alpha Fund.
Well, they came like a prop trading firm. Right.
So Mike goes to work at this investor relations firm. He's like in charge of marketing, and I had a little marketing company, and I called Mike, or my first business partner called Mike every week for like a year and a half and asked Mike for work, and we were nobody, and Mike turned us down every single week. And then fast forward, the principals in that company got in a little bit of trouble. The company disbanded. Mike and I became close at this point, and I said to Mike, hey man, let's build our own thing. And that's how Mike and I met. And that's how we, move forward in this. So for me, it was always about building something out of nothing. As far as sacrificing goes, That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. As far as sacrificing goes, I don't.
Well, you don't have to.
I look at.
Sorry. Go. You don't have to get into specifics.
No. You know, I was just gonna say, like, I look at Jason Spatafora. You know, I look at Wolf, and I see the time he gets to spend with his kids, and I think, and I, you know, and look, no bullshit. You know, I think you're like an amazing father. You know, and I see how you are with, you know, with your kid, you know, with your son and your daughter, and you know, I've gone ahead and, you know, before we started True Trading Group, part of my job was literally traveling the world and not being there for a lot of things. And there has been a tremendous sacrifice there. That, you know, was it worth it? I mean, here we are today. We're all here. I don't have to travel as much anymore. The business is stable. True Trading Group is growing. We're helping to change people's lives. Maybe. I think so. You know, I think so. And my kids are still young enough to where, you know, they're 7 and 3. You know, I didn't necessarily miss too many things that can't be, you know, made up later on. So, next question.
Mike?
All right, so I
try and follow. Just good luck trying to follow that one.
Yeah, I know. Mine's more like I had a question for Adam that's a lot more specific because I know he knows a lot more about it than I do.
You want me to just? I could continue because I can segue to the next one. Then you.
Sorry. If you can segue, I've got something.
Yeah.
Again, I'll let you segue.
So to kind of lighten this, you know, I want to ask you a question because you know, with success comes the trappings, right, Shug? So, how much money have you lost turning in cars? Specifically, can you tell everybody and discuss with everyone what Ferrari FOMO is? And maybe besides the last car, excluding that one, talk about depreciating assets.
And how much your best friend and business partner tries to tell you otherwise and you don't listen to him.
Guys, I only have one car. It's a Nissan.
Right. Yep.
Look, here's what I'll say about that. Number one, let's do this real quick. Everyone,
you can't answer it. Answer the question, man. Answer the question.
That was a good one. All right, look, I just want to point it out with this, right? And then I'll answer your question. I will answer your question, okay? Twitter's gonna have a fucking field day with this question. You kidding? Look, let's do this, guys. Everyone in here that has been on the live stream, how many times, other than Mike's watch, which I think is blindingly obnoxious, how many times have you guys seen us or heard us talk about our cars or how much money we have? Type the number 1 in chat if you've seen that before. Not a lot of ones.
No.
I don't see a single one.
I don't see a single one.
Don't even wear one.
J9, you liar.
J9 is absolutely full of crap. Okay, fine. So I will. Joe, you're like 5 minutes late, bro. All right, no, you're good. It's
and
good.
And the next question: how do you fire somebody?
No, you can't fire a partner. So, you could turn it off.
Way to go, Joe.
Fucking Joe ruined everything.
Trying to be creative and just kind of poops the bed. I got you, Doug. Connect. All right, so, you know what you could do? You could say follow Adam on Instagram and then put at Adam Hyman. That's a good one. So as far as the cars and depreciating assets go, the bottom line is this. we don't come on here and really make this channel about that. Like, you would never know that Mike has a tricked out Range Rover and a McLaren 720S convertible. And you wouldn't know that Jason has a bunch of cars and a huge house. And you would never know that I have like a Porsche dealership in the front of my house. Because these are not things that we do. These are not things that we advertise. We don't want to be known that way. Okay? We don't want to be like that. We don't flash that stuff around. Okay? Why? Because it doesn't matter, because they're things. You know why I go and yes, I have a serious addiction to cars. Okay? And I have lost probably well over 7 figures on depreciating assets, right? But I will tell you this. I grew up dirt poor. Okay? I'm the oldest of 4. My mom took off when I was, much younger, and it was the 5 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment. And we alternated who got the couch and who got the bed. When I was old enough to drive, I would buy $500 cars off Craigslist, and then flip them every 6 months when it broke. Okay? I love cars. I've always loved cars, and growing up, I saw everyone with their cars, and I've always wanted that, and I told myself, if I ever made a little bit of money, if I ever, did that, then like, that's something I would want to do. And you know what? Yeah. That is my vice for me. I don't, not that I need to justify it, but I'm not renting an apartment and have 6 cars in the garage. I own my house. My kids' college is paid for. All of my financials are in order. And if I want to waste a little bit of money on cars, you know what? Like, that's my prerogative. Like, it makes me happy for now. And someday I'll figure out how not to, fix on that type of outside stuff. But for right now, I like it.
Good answer.
Great
Exactly
answer.
the one that I wanted. I wanted to get into the Craigslist stuff. Sometimes you got to treat yourself. Okay? It's okay to you don't have to feel bad about treating yourself. Look at this. Star Wars, treating myself. All right?
Yep.
Next question. Last one from me, and then I'm going to give you Mike with his mediocre questions.
Oh, somebody asked what Ferrari. I'm actually very proud of it. I have one of the few Ferrari SF90 Stradales that are out right now.
And he jumped my neighbor to get it, and he called me he's like, "Can I come to can you knock on your neighbor's door and thank him for me?" So, anyway, segueing, because that's what I do. I segue. See how I did that?
You're way better than me.
Now, this is a little bit of not so much nuance, but part of being a good entrepreneur is thinking outside the box and not doing what, the model of being an entrepreneur says to do. And since we were talking about cars, here's my next question. Why give away cars versus spend the money on normal marketing?
That's a really good question. You came up with all these Mike didn't write these?
No, Mike didn't write these. Come on.
No, these are Jason. His questions are way better than mine.
Yo, bro. I got to tell you, Jason, I am like super impressed by you. Like, I'm falling in love with you all over again.
Dude, look at my hair. I made it to the side.
I was so happy when you showed up at the office last week. All right. So why do we give away cars and laptops and everything else, right?
Right.
I will tell you. Have you guys typed the number 1 in chat if you've ever seen an ad where people are, talking about firing their bosses or going ahead and living in a mansion or a fancy car or anything like that? You see those ads on YouTube all the time or Facebook or anywhere. Go ahead and type number 1 in chat if you've seen that type of advertisement, or like how easy it is to make money here and there, right? Okay. So here's what I'll tell you. It is. Yeah, look at all those ones. Yeah. By the way, Julio Mata sold me all the Porsches.
Yeah, Julio Mata, it's your fault, man.
That dude's got no shame. He'll call me right after I buy a car and he'll be like, bro, I just got this. I'm like, you're a terrible person, dude. Nah, he's great. I'm messing around. Don't rate me on the next one. So hang on. So the question about that. So the reason why we do that is for the following reason, right? It's a strategic business move, as well as an awesome way to give back. So the idea behind it is that, we had a choice early on in True Trading Group, right? We had a choice very, very early on. And the choice was we can make, video, ads and videos and things like that are like everyone else. And, unfortunately, that stuff works. Unfortunately, that stuff works. I mean, I made this funny video that I'll re-upload to YouTube. I'm not wearing makeup. Shut up, Glennie. Stupid. I don't even know what that ding was, but whatever. That we had a choice early on that we can make those videos, and those videos, we know those videos work, or we could take the approach that if we grow slowly, which we've really taken off and grown rather quick in the past 18 months, but if we didn't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing, if we spent a little bit of money on marketing, but we spent, look, True Trading Group, this business model as a business is a hell of a business model. Like Mike said, I'm not a trader. My job is to run the business of True Trading Group, right? My job is to make sure that Mike, other than, keeping him in the loop and here, getting his feedback and his suggestions, that he doesn't deal with that stuff. So his focus is 100% focused on the member. That's what matters. So for me, you got to look at it like this. It's simple math. What's a membership to True Trading Group today? $13.20?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of simple math here. Let's assume the average cost is $1,300 times 300 members. Guys, that's $390,000 of gross revenue from subscription. Okay? We give away, every time we hit 300 members, we give away $30,000 or a brand new Tesla. Guys, that's less than 10%. It's part of your, it would have been a marketing budget anyways. So instead of doing a marketing budget and going and spending all of that money on ads and this and that, we can go ahead and we can give back to our members that way. And that for me is what that's the stuff that we enjoy doing. Okay. Now, with that said, it's also, it also creates a sense of involvement from the group, right? I mean, $30,000 is not a little bit of money. I remember there was a time in my life where $30,000 might as well have been 30 million. Okay. There was a time in my life where there was no difference between $30,000 and $30 million. They were both equally as unattainable. Okay. And it's, so 30, when Mike and I first, talked about the idea, we talked about what can we do to go ahead and change, what's enough money to where it's literally overnight, like life changing, and that's what we thought of with this. And that's why we do it. And guys, we've been doing 2 of them a month, literally giving away a minimum of $60,000 a month on here. Not only that, there was 2 months straight, with the exception of the past couple of weeks, we haven't done it in a little bit, but there was a whole 2-month period where we were giving away between $100 and $500, per person, to 5 different people per night. And for us, we're constantly giving back to our members. There's a lot of stuff that you guys don't see that we don't come on here and advertise.
I'm just gonna add something on top of what you're saying, Adam. I know the question is not for me, but just like the topic about what you're talking about like why we give away this stuff to members. It just goes back to like conversations you and I have had when we first came up with the idea about True Trading, of like wanting to build a real community, not just like a service. And that's why we do all of these things to make sure that our members are involved. We include our members in business decisions. We include our members on, different things that we're going to do within the platform, within the business, to get their opinions on things. And that's why we give back to them so much, because as we grow, we want our members to feel like they're growing with us. Like we are a group. That's literally why we say, welcome to the family. And that's why I'm on, first name basis with, like, I can look at a member's username in chat and I can see Pitbull Mom. I know immediately the member that is, my boy Chef Daddy commenting in chat. Like, I see these people when Sharon is on, when Mika comes on and makes a comment. Like, I can see all these people. Highway 1 comes on and says a comment. Like, I see these people. I'm like, I know who they are. Like, we wanted to build a platform where you literally are building and forming relationships. My boy David Padilla, bro. I can see David Padilla walking on the street and I'm going to be like, yo, what up? Like that's what you and I always dreamed about doing. And that's why we do this.
I'll tell you this. There is, guys, there's a big, everyone's always, I get a lot of questions in chat because there's a lot of people in chat that know my full story and know everything. And I get a lot of questions, because there's a lot of people in chat that are trying to trade to make money in order to build their own business, in order to go out on their own and build their own business. And they're like, well, what should I do? What should I, what business should I build, or what should I do? And my response is kind of simplistic, but it's true. When you're creating a business, essentially what you're doing is you're identifying a problem that exists and you're offering a solution and you're charging for that solution.
Right.
It could literally be in any area. It can be anything. Literally everything that you spend money on is a solution to some sort of a problem or things that are, things that are missing or whatever. Right. So that's what we did with True Trading Group. We took a business that we understood. We understood retail investors, and we understood the markets, right? Because before True Trading Group, we were working with we worked with public companies to help market and promote. So we understood that market really, really well, and we understood all the pitfalls of that market really, really well. We understood the games, the in and outs, all the garbage, all the tricks, everything. We understood all of it, and that's why we decided on True Trading Group, because we thought to ourselves, we know the problems that exist with a lot of other companies, and I don't need to name them. You guys, I'm sure, can name them yourself. But with all of those other companies, what the issues are, okay? And what we have done is Mike and I, because we've been in this for so long, we knew how to we knew how to build it out to where, as long as we stuck with it and as long as we put our members first and continued to just make it all about them, man, all about the member, that no other company doing this would stand a chance.
Nope.
And that's what we did, because we understood all of the crap going into it, and we knew that we could disrupt an industry. There was a problem, we had a solution, we built it out, and that's it. You guys can do the same thing in any area that you want to do. We chose to do it in this area because it was an area that we understood all the sussery that was going on.
Good word.
Thank you.
Sussery.
We understood all of the stuff that was going on because it was a world that we were in. So we saw it, we tasted it, we knew it, and we knew how to do better.
Yeah.
And that's why we knew that True Trading Group, even though it took a while, would work, because we knew exactly how to treat people and exactly the value to provide in order to ensure that it would. Okay?
Yeah.
Next question.
Awesome, man. Great.
Well, that wraps it up for me. I think Mike is going to ask you a question.
Oh, this is going to go downhill quick.
I've got a couple questions for Adam. The first one will be specific about a topic that that I know that Adam knows more about than I do. There's a lot of people that are out there that are members of True Trading Group and that are on the live stream that want to know more about it. So, Adam, as detailed as you want to, or as general as you want to, I need you to, because you've kind of filled me in on some stuff that I didn't know about this topic. But for the people that are on here that are not familiar with, or they've heard of cryptocurrency, they've heard of blockchain, but they're not really actually familiar with it, can you explain to people that are on the live right now, like, what the hell blockchain actually is? Like, how does it work, and what is the difference between something like an Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Doge? Like, how are those different? And then how are they similar? Because a lot of people don't understand, like, the differences. Like, you were mentioning the word gas the other day when we were in chat. Like, you're talking about gas. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Because that's something that I heard from you for the first time.
Yeah, no, awesome. So, all right. So, in order to answer this, because I'm going to go ahead and also bring on Joe.
Okay.
Because, okay. Or actually, I'll go ahead and just take it. It's fine. So, you have, the blockchain overall is, trying to think of the best way to describe this without getting into like a 2-hour long conversation. Yeah. It's basically like it's an open ledger. It's a way for everyone to see and track transactions in real time. So everything is right there. It cannot be faked or fabricated. It is that's basically what it is. It's a distributive ledger. So, and then on different blockchains, you have different, I guess you'd call it, just for lack of time, we call it, different coins, such as Bitcoin. You have, ERC20 coins, or, coins that are built on the Ethereum blockchain, such as Ether. You have, coins. Joe, is Doge a BRC20? A Binance one? No, but like SafeMoon is and all that shit, right? Yeah. So it's not a short answer, right? But basically, what it started off as and what it has become are two very different things. It's very much been legitimized, over the past 5 years. But I mean, for example, it started off. I mean, I used to game a lot when I was younger. And at one time when it was, when Bitcoin was worth almost nothing, I had like 250 Bitcoin. But like, who knew? I didn't know. And if anyone else claims that they did,
250 Bitcoin
at one point,
that's
Jason, can you do some math for me?
No, don't. I already know what it is.
13,500,000.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, the second that thing got to 1,000, I would have sold it and would have been that, happier than a dog in fresh grass, right?
50,000.
There you go.
Nobody knew, man. You would use Bitcoin for like in-game currency or to, sign up for like a shady adult website. Like there was plenty of. You're so stupid. Anyway, the point is that I do believe personally that blockchain technology and the currency associated with it and the tokens and the coins associated with it are the future. And I hope that people, look, I think that it's got a long way to go as far as being really legitimized. I don't think things like Dogecoin and things like what Elon Musk is doing, like, I think what Elon Musk is doing is irresponsible.
I agree.
When you guys, I mean, I don't know how many people have like, short-term memory or whatever, but like a couple of years ago when the crypto craze was here and everyone was doing, ICOs at that point, hang on a second. So, I see why, I see why. I forget what I was saying. I got distracted by something. What was I saying?
I don't know. What were you saying? You're talking about Elon Musk.
Yeah, I think what he's doing right now is irresponsible. I think that, everyone has short memory from a couple years ago when there was all those ICOs and people got burned, man. Mike and I both fell victim to that as well. And we got burned too. I don't know if Jason ever played around in it, but I know Mike lost like 60 grand. I lost like, 30 grand and probably like 20 of Mike's money. And
I killed it.
You didn't kill it.
No, I killed it on Litecoin and then I sold it. I always tell people I'm the best crypto trader out there.
This is ridiculous. This whole thing's gotten ridiculous.
But go on.
So look, at some point, whether you want it or you don't want it, whatever your opinions are, it doesn't even matter. Regulation is going to have to step in. Regulation is going to have to step in. And at that point, I think that's when it becomes something else. I think it becomes a lot more, legitimized at that point. I do believe that it's the future. I do believe that this is what's going to, to literally be the way that finance evolves in the future. And I'm all for it. You got to think about what's happened with this in the last like 5-6 years. You literally have major financial institutions and tens and tens and tens of millions of new retail traders coming into the market because of this. This is no little thing. This was one of the main reasons that True Trading Group is going to be releasing a full crypto course, a full crypto course and bringing on a new crypto moderator. So I know that's not a great answer. I can, if you'd like, I can put together an actual like presentation for True Trading Group members, maybe during Trader Palooza on May 22nd. But it's already like, what time is it? 8:24. So it's just not something I can answer all at once.
Cool. Well, Much appreciated. I have another question here for you.
Mhm.
My other questions are going to be, I've got 2 more, and then we'll wrap things up because it is getting late. Okay. If you could go back in time and learn one skill that would help you right now that you wish you learned sooner, what would it be?
Repeat that one more time.
If you could go back in time and learn one skill that would be able to help you today, what would it be?
That's a good question.
It could be anything.
No, I get that part.
But like, doesn't even have to be work related or business related. It could be anything.
That's a really good question.
It is a really good question, Mike.
And I'm trying not to give a quick bullshit answer.
Right.
You know? I would probably want to know, or I would want to I'd want to be able to listen to others better earlier on.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Wow. Not what I was expecting.
No,
Jason, not what you were expecting?
no, but good.
It's a really good skill. And there was a time early on, you know, in my career where, you know, because I don't come from a lot of money and I was, you know, starting to make some money, and, you know, look, you don't have a lot of money, you come from money, and then like you know, you get a little bit of a, you know, my shit don't stink sort of thing, and you don't listen to people as much, and you learn the hard way, you know, and there was a lot of that for me in my mid-20s, and you come out of that and you're like, you know, you gotta listen to people, you know, and you gotta, you know, look, even somebody that's telling you something the wrong way, even if someone's being a jerk, they still have, you know, you gotta listen for the message, man, because they could still say something to you that will resonate, so that things will get, you know, so that, you know, something may get across. There have been people in True Trading Group that, look, I want to tell you, I love all of our members in True Trading Group, and I do. I am appreciative for every single member that has given us a chance, because we have literally poured everything we have into this. But I got to tell you, some of y'all are assholes. You know, and the way that, you know, and the way that, I don't hate anybody, but like the way that some of it comes off, or some of the criticism, and I know that I could be an asshole too, and that's fine. You know, the cool part is that you're a human being and so am I, so we can all be assholes, right? You know, I will tell you this, that there have been people inside of True Trading Group that they and I have not gotten along, but only to later on be able to take a step back and listen to some of the critique after you get through all the passive aggressive comments and all the complaining and all that stuff, you know, and then all through my defensiveness and everything else, and you're able to actually have a conversation at some point, and that's when the real stuff starts to happen. Some of the best ways forward in True Trading Group have been through other members, you know, offering their criticism and being constructive. And I do. And I think that that's great. So I wish that I would have learned how to do that earlier on in my career, because I feel like it would have saved me from a lot of heartache, you know?
Fair enough, man. Good answer. Good answer. All right, I've got one more, man. Got one more. You ready? We're going to finish things off on a light note.
This is a good one.
Ready, one?
Minna, you're going to ask me which one of my kids I love more?
Nope.
Oh. Just
Ready?
kidding. Go ahead.
F1, marry one, kill one. Me, Jason, Joe. Go.
Definitely gonna marry Joe. I'm gonna kill Mike, and I'm gonna F Jason.
And I'm gonna like it.
You
Yeah,
are gonna like it. You are gonna like it.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with
because if he effed you, you'd just kill yourself or kill him. So might as well just.
You know what? This
you
is
know?
true.
that. Yeah.
This is
And
true.
I'm up for experimenting, man.
I'm not actually. That was a live stream question. This live stream is gonna get taken down.
All right, man. Well, that's it.
You got
That's
the
what I'm
backup
going
link
to do.
ready? The shit's about to go down before the sales part. You guys didn't ask the one question I thought you were gonna ask tonight, which was, why do you push so much sales on the live stream or whatever, or something like that?
Why do you push so much
Why do
sales
you
on
push
the
so much
live stream?
sales on the live stream?
So for those that don't know, somebody goes, Adam, just don't go full tier in there. So for, look, for those that don't know, we go through like 1 or 2 sales pitches a night on these live streams. And I'm being facetious because it's obviously a big part of the stream, right? Being able to do, we try and keep a ratio on here on the live streams because I'm in charge of putting together the outline and everything else, right? We try to put together a good ratio to where you guys get 60 to 70% real good content and like 30 to 40% sales. And we really work hard to keep that ratio every night. And that allows us to not have to go and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing using ads that we really don't want to make. So, and this YouTube channel has been around for a while. A lot of people tune in. It's helped a lot of people that are not members. It's helped a lot of people that are not members. And I think that it's, I think that it's important. I think that it's important that, that it stays on here. And if all we did was come on here and give away free information, the people that pay the $1,300 to be in our group, well, they may start to take issue with that if all we did was give away free information and didn't do anything else. So it's a fine balancing act. We definitely try and make it so that you guys get value out of it. We don't want it to be a 2-hour infomercial. That's why we started adding things like the PDF downloads for you guys, and so on and so forth. It's a fair exchange. We appreciate everyone that comes on here to support us. And that's it. So,
Wow, that was beautiful.
Great job. Adam, you did good, man. You survived the hot seat.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I hope you guys got something out of that. Had nothing to do with trading, but
Yeah, but there's some other things. Listen, man, trading is not just about, charts. A lot of it's within yourself. And I think we talked about a lot of things today that a lot of people on here could really relate to.
Yeah, I agree. And those were excellent questions by Michael and I.
really you, man.
No.
Jason killed it. So, well, beautiful segue.
All right,
Now some sales.
It's the next part of our live stream.
Sales.
All right, guys. So that just wraps it up there for the hot seat there with the SUGE himself. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Wolf,
Guys,
Thank you,
it's been
man.
great. I'm glad I got to dress up with you. See
look
you all
great.
tomorrow in chat. Goodbye.
You look great. See you later. All right, guys. So, like Adam said, okay, yes, we talk about sales on these live streams. That's how a lot of our members have found True Trading Group. It's by these by these live streams and provide you guys with a ton of education and a ton of value. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people on here that want to know, well, how do I sign up? How do I become a member of True Training Group? What's included? What's it involved? What's it entail? How's it different from everybody else? And this is the part where I come in here and I explain to you guys, for those that are interested, okay, on what it's all about and what a membership to TTG is all about, guys. I want to know here right now, real quick, if you're not a member of True Training Group, I want you guys to go ahead right now and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you are not a member of True Training Group and you guys are still on this live stream right now, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. We got Father Guido. We got Thomas Colton. We got Alfonsi Diani. We got Hewlin Fuller. Michael Buchanan. We got Adam Bashir. Awesome, guys. Very cool. You're crazy if you don't join, says Don. Awesome. Great. Yeah, thank you, guys. Thank you. A lot of you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. Beautiful. All right, good. Guys, listen, for those of you that are typing TTG, we got Ariel, we got Fernando Martinez. For those of you that are typing True Training Group here, guys, I want you all to understand real quick that there's no one is going to do the work that's needed for you guys to reach your goals. You know, we had Jessica come on here earlier. No one is going to get Jessica or any of you to a point where you're going to be able to execute those trades and become profitable traders without willing to do a little bit of work yourself. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You've got to be willing to put in the time, energy, and effort to actually learn a new skill. But that all starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools, and being part of the right community where you can learn, trade, and profit. And that's what True Training Group is all about. All right. Our membership normally would cost $2,212 for the year. But from now until midnight tonight, you can save 40% and pay only $1,320 when you use the coupon code TTG121. You will also get a free laptop, a brand new free laptop when you guys sign up for TTG121. All right, I think we have about 15 laptops left. Where are we at? Hold on one second, guys. I can't see here. All right. No, I'm about to over there. Yep, 15. That is right. 15. Okay, we got 15 laptops left, guys. Okay, so the next 15 people to use the coupon code TTG121 will be getting a free laptop with their membership. All right. Supplies are limited. Once these 15 are out, we will not have any more. We are going to be getting a bundle in of Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablets. But once we get rid of these 15 laptops, that's it, guys. All right. There's no upsells in True Training Group. There's no add-ons. You pay that one price, $13.20 for the entire year. You get access to literally every single thing that we have, and it's a lot. I want you to think of us as the Netflix of training communities. You pay one price, you get access to everything. Included in your membership, you get access to Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. It's right inside of our chat room. Gives you breaking to the second news alerts right there in chat. Guys, in this environment, whoever gets the news first wins. I can't tell you how much money that we've made and saved because of this news feed. Me, my mods, my members, we all use this every single day. It's an invaluable tool. Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for this news feed. It is included for free with your membership when you pay $13.20 and use coupon code TTG121. You also get quote streams real-time level 1 and real-time full book level 2. This is included with your membership as well as all options data. Guys, quote stream charges $990 a year for this. It's included with your membership. This also comes with ETNA's Trade Simulator. This lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you learn in the courses. ETNA charges $750 a year for their simulator. It's included with your membership. Then you also get access to a Trade Ideas real-time scanner. This shows you stocks making new highs, making new lows, have an unusual volume surge, your top gainers. Okay, this will help you guys identify what are the best stocks that you should be trading on any given day. Then you've got access to TradingView's pro charting software. Guys, that's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. It's free with your membership. TradingView normally charges $720 for their Pro Plus charting software. It is included for free with your membership. Just those a couple tools. Okay. If you were not a member of True Trading Group and you wanted Benzinga's newsfeed, quote streams, data, the trade simulator, okay, and the charting software, those services would cost you $3,648 a year if you paid for them on your own. They are all included with your membership, and you pay only $13.20. You're also getting at least 10 easy-to-follow, actionable real-time alerts per week from a community of traders that's currently sporting about an 83% win rate. Guys, we're fully transparent in TTG. We keep a trading journal on our website that shows you every buy, every sell that all of our moderators make, so you can track every win, every loss, every break-even trade. They're all right there for you guys to see. We are fully transparent. All of our wins, all of our losses, they're all there for you guys to see. Okay? You also get access to one small private study group with the TTG mod. This is going to give you guys a chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you need help with. Then you've got the entire curriculum. You get access to the entire curriculum as a member of True Trading Group. There's no special pro or VIP courses that cost more money. This is a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund, guys. You're going to get beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses. You guys name it, you get access to it in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. Then on top of that, you've got a video library with over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted with our members that cover different topics like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to grow a small account, how to resist FOMO. Just a couple of topics that are in that video library. You get access to all of it, guys. And then just access to our trading chat room where me and the mods, we share our screen. We're on the mic talking to you live, real-time trades, answering questions. You guys have access to all of this included with your membership. Use the coupon code TTG121. Okay, lock in that 40% discount, secure that $13.20 price point, because you're also going to secure that price for next year. When it comes time for your membership to renew next year, if our price is $2,500, you will only pay $13.20 to renew your membership. The price you pay today is the price you pay for life. So you might be saving 40% today, you'll be saving 50% next year, because our price is going to $2,500. I'm telling you guys this now, we will be over $2,000 before you know it. That's still cheaper than most of our competition, and we give you 10 times the value. I told you our goal is to disrupt this entire industry. In order to do that, we've got to provide value and results at a price substantially less than our competition. It's just that simple. Okay? It's just that simple, guys. All right, we will be over $2,500 before you guys know it. Use coupon code TTG121. Lock in that 40% discount. The price goes up at midnight. Okay, the price goes up at midnight. All right. So it's $13.20 today. At midnight, that price goes up. And then every day thereafter, that price continues to go up as we're working our price up to $2,500. Don't wait for Memorial Day weekend. The price will not be cheaper. Okay. We've got we have 13 laptops left, guys. We've got 13 laptops left. Okay. So the next 13 people to use coupon code TTG121 are going to get a free laptop. You're going to get that 40% discount. You're also going to give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 on our next Tesla giveaway. And one other thing that I actually forgot to mention to you guys is that I'm about to show you how confident I am in our platform and in our education. I stand behind our program. I put my money where my mouth is. Anyone, listen to me closely. If you are considering joining True Trading Group and you're still on the fence, listen to me carefully. Anyone that goes through all of our courses, passes the quizzes, and attends a private study group. If you do those three things and still don't make back $1,320, that's the price of your membership. If you don't make that money back at least once throughout your membership, I will give you all of your money back. I will give you a full refund if you do those three things and still don't make back your membership fee. That's how confident I am this can work for you if you're willing to put in a little effort. Okay. Everything I'm saying to you guys is on the website. You guys can see the money back guarantee. It's on the website. Okay. That's how much I believe in our program. We're basically guaranteeing your membership price. You guys sign up, do those 3 things. Don't make it back at least one time. I'll give you your money back, and you got a free laptop out of the deal. We got 13 laptops left. All right. We started this live stream with 20. We got 13 of them left. For those of you that are already signed up to claim your laptop, once you guys sign up, at the bottom right of our on our website will be a blue support chat icon. Okay. Click it. You'll be able to fill out your information, and we can then ship your laptop. Okay. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Over 1,100 people have taken the time to leave us a review on Trustpilot. I encourage you to go read some of them. Over 1,100 people have taken the time to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Guys, there's no better referral than that of your peers. All of these people that you've seen on the live stream today, all these people you see on Trustpilot, they found True Trading Group the same way you did, and that's through a live stream. Use the coupon code TTG121, lock in the 40% discount, get yourself a free laptop. No more question, guys. Just sign up. That's it. Use coupon code TTG121. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. All right. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, smash that like button, and use that coupon code. We got 13 laptops left. They will not last. Sign up before the price goes up at midnight, and we run out of those laptops. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow.